Some general advice about the English test. It is 75 questions. It takes 45 minutes and there's 5 passages. That's 9 minutes per passage. So read one passage at a time. And again, choose the passage you're most comfortable with first. The content for this test is grammatical mechanics and rhetorical skills. And the grammar that you are responsible for, the answers are either right or wrong. And the tests use very standard English. You need to look at subject-verb agreement, correct verb tenses, and then parallel sentence structure and proper punctuation. And then the rhetorical skills that are demanded are, the answers are either going to be weak or strong, and they test the best way to express an idea, its efficiency, clarity, logic, and organization. So 9 minutes per passage. Pick the best passage, the passage you're most familiar with first, and do your best. The format for the English test: there are generally non-fiction passages from books, journals, or personal narrative or student essays. And then they have an underlined part or all of a sentence, and then they put a corresponding question number in relationship to that passage. So the answers usually include no change and then 3 rephrasings or eliminations of the underlined section. And then some rhetorical skills may have a box number at the end of the paragraph or passage. Some general strategies for the English test include skimming the passage. You don't really have to understand what the passage is saying. You may get the general idea of the passage. That might help with some of the questions, but you don't really have to learn anything new in the passage. So make sure you read every whole sentence and not just the underlined portion, because you need to know the surrounding context. And listen for what sounds weird, because generally what sounds weird, there's something wrong, and you'll be able to figure out the correct answer. And then correct the mistake on your own before you look at the answers. That's a very good general strategy for the test overall. Know the common mistakes that you might see, like sentence fragments, mistakes in sentence in subject-verb agreement, and the difference between it, or it is, and its. Sometimes the shorter is better, and if asked for about the correct sentence order, choose the one that further explains the main idea. So the ACT English does not cover things like vocabulary errors in spelling, and it does not cover capitalization, so just be aware of that. Questions are generally in order from the passage. There are 9 minutes per section, so use your time wisely. The omit, if it's an answer, it is the correct answer about 50% of the time. And if you see no change, it's the correct answer about 25% of the time. So when in doubt, choose the shortest answer. Review the common grammatical errors before the test. That would be really important. And then use the questions to decide what you read.